Hey guys, welcome back once again to Harley Day Rider. Got a little story for you here. And first off, what is going on with this weather? You know, we had a remarkable winter here in southwestern Pennsylvania. You know, I told you guys, you've seen some of the videos. I rode on Thanksgiving, I rode Christmas Day, New Year's Day, so unbelievably warm temperatures over the cold season, let's say. But now we're paying for it. This is it. We're in what? We're in June now, and so we're in June. But today feels like a fall day. I actually had to turn the furnace on in the house because it was so. The house is getting like damp feeling because of how cold it was. So what I want to talk to you about today? Well, previous to this video, I posted a video about the beginning of my journey. We were going to go, if you remember, we were going to go to the New England states. We were going to go to Maine, Connecticut, Vermont, and I was going to go to New York and see Crazy Cool New Yorker, catch up with him and have a ride with him. Well, let me tell you how my 4-day motorcycle adventure went. And you can look at these places on a map, pull up Google Maps and check these places out and get an idea of where we were and what we were doing. First of all, what we did was we left out of a little town called Midway, and that's where the first video got you to, where I met up with my buddy Ray, and we were getting on the road. So we got on the road and we're cruising along pretty well. We're making really good time. We stopped about every 100, maybe, yeah, I'd say every 100 miles or so, 125 miles. And we take a little break, you know, stretch out a little bit. Because we both weren't used to over-the-road biking, so we decided to take breaks. And we did that. Then we got pretty close to the Poconos Mountains, and we were planning on going all the way up to the border of New York that day. That was day one. So we would have did 400 miles. We ended up, we figure, about 300 miles. It started to rain. Now, I'm not talking a drizzle. I'm not talking, you know, like April showers brings May flowers. I am talking a tsunami. I am talking rain where I couldn't see the front of the windshield. That's how hard it was pouring on us. So we made the smart decision and we pulled over to a group of trees. Let's say something like these trees right here, okay, along the highway. We walked up and we stood under the trees. We realized very quickly that the trees offered us no more protection than being on a motorcycle. Now granted, the roads were extremely soaked. I mean, where you would have hydroplaned in 2 seconds with your bike. We made a rash decision. Let's get on the motorcycles and let's beat feet. There's a hotel not too far up the road. Let's beat feet and get to that hotel. So we did just that. And I said, I'm done. I am totally soaked. My jeans are soaked. I put a raincoat on, and my raincoat for the bike, whatever reason, has a hood on it. And that hood was full of water. When I bent over to get my baggage out of the saddlebags, water poured out of that hood. And I said, I am not going any further. They got a laundromat in this hotel room. We can throw our clothes in there tonight. We can dry them. You might have seen the pictures. I put some pictures up. And if I remember to do that, I'll add a picture now, right here. This is the way our boots looked on top of the heater in the hotel room. Now I'm talking, this is June. We left June 4th. And you should be running air conditioners in your hotel rooms. We had the heat on because we were frozen. So that was day one. Day two, we started looking at the weather all morning. We're having breakfast and we're watching the weather report. And they said, hey, the Maine states, Portland, you know, Portland, Maine, Vermont, what else was there? New Hampshire and New York was going to get crazy thunderstorms for the next 3 days. So I had Crazy Cool New Yorker's phone number, and thanks for that, buddy. I appreciate it. It made it a lot easier to talk to you. And we started texting back and forth. And he said, look, HDR, it's going to be a washout tomorrow on Sunday, so we're probably not going to be able to meet. So we started looking, and I said, look, Ray, at this point I'm done. I think I'm just going to go home. I'm just going to take the bike, turn around, scoot back home, and be back home by the end of the day on Sunday. Well, it turned out that didn't happen. It turned out, I told Ray, well, we went and got gas. I was experiencing some chest pain, and if you ever experience chest pain after a long ride, first think it was because my arms were up like this all day. See my arms? On the handlebars, and it tightens your chest up if you're not used to it. So I had like chest pains from a tight chest from the day before. So we waited for a while for that to subside, and then I said, Ray, he said, what? I said, well, let's go somewhere. He said, all right. He said, why don't we go to York, PA? We'll go see the Harley-Davidson factory. I said, boy, that sounds pretty cool. I've never done that before. So loaded our bikes up, jumped on them, headed for the factory. Got in the mountains of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and we hit fog that was so thick you couldn't see the top of the windshield or the front of the bike. We were absolutely driving almost 98% blind. Now you might say, that was stupid, why did you do that? We did it because we could still ride at 50 mile an hour, and we followed the white line on the road so we could get through it. And we knew once we got off that mountain, we would be fine. So we went down the mountain, and I'm just taking it really slow through here because of those big brown things with the white bushy tails. Yeah, them bastards. Anyway, so we got off the mountain, and it cleared up. We were fine. A little bit wet, you know, you couldn't see much because your shields are all fogging up, and it was really a bad time to ride there. So we got going, and we got motivating there, and we did get into York. So the next morning we woke up. This would be Monday. Yeah, Monday morning we woke up. And Monday morning we decided that we're going to go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Now, I've been to Gettysburg, but never on a motorcycle. So I told Ray I know of a fine restaurant there, and if you ever get there, I think it's called The Corner Pub. It's an excellent restaurant. I would highly recommend it. The Corner Pub. Went in, we had our lunch, came out. Ray wanted to see the some kind of embattlement, something, or remake, whatever, you know, whatever that is. Anyway, we went. We found out it was going to be $32 each, and we said, well, the hell with that. $32 to see American history, our history. You got to pay $32 to see it. We said, the hell with that. So he said, well, let's jump on the bikes and go to the Allegheny Mountains, Cook Forest, and up in that area. So I said, that's fine with me. Let's get moving. So that day, it was beautiful. We had short sleeve shirts on. What the hell's in the middle of the road? Bunny. We had short sleeve shirts on. Beautiful day to ride. Did get a little bit sunburnt, but you know, that's to be the case. Now there's a groundhog. There he is right there. Oh, there he goes. That's to be the case. So it was a beautiful day to ride though. So we rode another, I don't know, 4 hours or something, but 4 or 5 hours. Went another 300 miles. Made it to Cook Forest, or Allegheny Mountains, way up in the top. And if you ever go over that way, you want to ride a route called Route 6. Take Route 6, it'll take you all the way almost into Pittsburgh. And just ride it. It's beautiful scenery. I didn't film any of it, and you know, just the whole riding experience and everything, so I didn't film any of that, and I'm very sorry. So once we got down Route 6, we started making our way, that was on, so Tuesday, you know, is when we rode Route 6, going all the way down, and made it back home. So each day we rode 300 miles, and I learned to ride in every possible situation except snow that there is. Alright folks, I'm coming down here right now. I'm going to let you see it because I think there's some bikes here. I'm coming down to a local bike night just for the heck of it. I didn't have enough riding over the past weekend here in the 4 days, so I decided to ride some more. What the hell. We'll see if there's any motorcycles down here, and it really doesn't look like it. Does it? Not really. Well, that's kind of breaks my heart. So anyway, yeah, there's a couple that looks like an Indian down there for some reason. Or it might be a trike, Indian trike. I don't know. Anyway, So I guess I'm not stopping at bike night. I don't see much to see down there, so we'll keep going. So anyway, I don't want to make this this moto vlog too long. But yeah, the 4-day trip was really nice with Ray. He taught me, you know, a huge amount. I told you guys, I rode for years, and I rode in all kind of weather because I had to. All I owned was a motorcycle at one time. And I took 20 years off of riding, and then just going with him and riding with him side by side down the highways, down the freeways, riding back roads like this, you know, doing 50, 60 mile an hour in 6th gear. It was no problem at all. It was really a great time. I mean, even riding in the rain, just to learn to ride in the rain. Here's a word of caution, and I thought about this. I said, hey Ray, wouldn't it be great if we invented some kind of bootie that would go over our boots, because our boots were trash. You've seen it in that picture. I said, wouldn't it be nice, Ray, if we could invent some kind of booties? Now, it might look kind of weird. Our next leg of that journey, there was a motorcycle, a gang, I guess, a motorcycle group, a group of motorcycle enthusiasts, if you will, riding right down past us. And the one guy had his vest on with their name on the back, had his foot up on the pegs, and he had plastic booty covers on his boots. So there you have it. This car is riding up my ass because I'm taking my time. So overall, the trip was a great trip. Sorry I didn't film it for you guys. It didn't work out like we wanted to. We planned on filming a lot of Maine, the coastal roads, Vermont. You know, he's planning on still doing this trip again. I don't know when. It did end up costing a lot of money. It cost me a lot more money than what I thought it should cost to go on a trip. You know, because you got to remember, you know, if you're not tenting it, you're paying for a hotel room every night. So it does start costing some money. The gas isn't bad. Hell, the gas isn't bad at all on a bike, you know, to ride. We would put $7 or $8 in them, you know, once a day, just to keep them topped off. But yeah, it wasn't that bad. Alright folks, I'm not going to run this on any longer. Please comment if you have any questions. Let me know. I will help you out. Remember, the big thing in life when you're riding, ride your own ride. Be careful out there. You know, don't take my fog experience to be the way to do it, because, you know, we could have shut it down and just forgot about it, but the fog would have never lifted off the mountaintop, so I think we would have been screwed either way. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Harley Day Rider, once again, down and out in the lovely southwestern Pennsylvania. We'll talk to you. Bye-bye for now.